Welcome back to the 245 podcast, which is the number of times that Micah Clark has cleared his throat in the last 15 minutes, driving me up a wall. I'm going to lose it with this kid already, and we haven't even started.
Sorry. Just had some canes before this, so just something into my throat.
Did you get it out, Mike?
I thought I have multiple times, and then I keep clearing my throat. So, maybe I'm just a little disappointed in myself from an incident that happened before this podcast. But before I talk about that,
No, you got to talk about the incident.
I'm just going to introduce who's in the studio today.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just really quick.
It's me, Micah. Mitch is here.
I'm here.
Joey's here.
Yeah.
Josh, once again, somehow is still not in Minnesota. Maybe someday he'll come back.
Still in Iowa again in my aunt and uncle's basement, laying on the bed.
But
Yep.
Josh, do you come back this weekend?
I'm planning on it, yeah.
Okay.
For graduation?
So by the time, no, I won't. By the time this comes out, later in the day that this comes out, I'm planning to come back. Yeah, for graduation at night, and then some grad parties and my brother's track meet on Saturday.
Nice. Are you going to come to Bray's graduation party?
Planning on it.
Let's go. That's all I wanted to hear because
Ritz
that's where
must
I'm
throw
stuck.
the best parties.
We do. We do.
Almost the whole squad's going to be there.
Yeah.
Right,
Wait,
Mitch?
who's
Too
not?
busy. Me.
But Evan's gonna?
I work at the exact same time that Bray's grad party starts. So I could show up for the pre-party, otherwise known as setup.
Mitch, do you know how much my parents would love it if you just showed up at like 3 and we're just like, yeah, I'm here to
I'm
help.
here to give you some free labor.
Yeah,
Mitch, you totally should.
you should do it. Mike could come too early.
I would, but I am serving at Eagle Brook.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I'm just that holy.
I got out of that because I have to help set up.
This is like the first time, because usually like I'm the one that cancels Saturday and only serves on Sunday. But this time it's the other way
It's
around.
me. But hey, Jason, if you're listening to this, I will be there on Sunday. So don't you worry. I will get there eventually.
Even though this is coming out like a week after. But
Hey, I still got to just let him
Hey,
know.
Yeah.
Joey was there on that Sunday.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
By
was
the
there.
time you're listening to this.
Okay.
So
So, Josh, can't wait to see you. Micah, tell us about the incident.
I'm just really disappointed in myself. So I go to the gym today after work, straight from work. And after the gym, I think I need to get my oil changed soon, but I decided that I'm just going to fill like my oil a little bit in my car. Cause I'm like, okay, I haven't refilled my oil in a little bit. So I poured some oil in there after the gym, like in the Erickson parking lot. Cause I was like, I have time to kill. I'm going to just hang out on Northwestern campus between working out and the podcast, cause it's not worth going home in that short amount of time. And then I do that. I put the oil back in my trunk and I decide to go get canes because I have $25 in cash, which is, as we know, free money. So I was like, I'm gonna go get some canes.
Hold up.
Wait, Josh, were you not here for this business meeting? We decided that cash doesn't really count. You know what's funny? I've heard people say that. Do
Yeah.
you guys know who Andrew Tate is?
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard him say that before where he's like, yeah, anytime I go past an ATM, I just pull out as much money as I can. And it's just free money. It's like, really, it's not. But when you're that rich, it kind of is. So.
It's just
Yeah.
the mindset.
yeah.
It's
just-
like-
yeah.
I'm more careful with like what's in my bank account. So if
Yeah.
I have cash, like it's like whatever. Which is why when I get large amounts of cash, I always deposit it as
Yeah.
quickly as possible because otherwise it's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Anyways, so I spent $10 of my free money out of 25 on canes. I got my canes. Also, there was like 3 cop cars in the Target next door, and I was really confused. And I hate when like not knowing why there's cop cars somewhere. Obviously, I wasn't going to go up to them and ask. I should have just pulled up and be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's going on, guys?"
Boys, you need help?
I just lifted guys. I can fight some bad
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Have you guys set up a perimeter yet?
I am the perimeter.
I am the perimeter.
Mike has so much self-confidence after lifting for like a month. It's been more than that. Sorry, but
Hey, whoa!
It's a new month, though.
It is a new month.
Yeah. So basically a month. You lost all the gains.
Yeah. So I had to start over.
Yep.
is that how that works?
Anyways,
Yes, that is
Pretty
how
much.
that works.
sorry, I had to clear my throat there.
Mike, stop.
Anyways, so I get my canes to go. So I'm already thinking in the car, like, man, this canes is not going to be as hot and ready as it was when I was at
Little
Canes.
Caesars.
I was just thinking as I said that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just get back to Northwestern. It's not that far. I get back, I pull into the Mel parking lot. I go to open my trunk because I'm going to place my bag in there and like my bag of like clothes I had on before lifting. And I look in my trunk, and in the middle of my trunk is a puddle, no joke, probably half an inch deep of oil. Because when I screwed the cap back on my oil jug, it did not fully get screwed on. So, you know, like when you screw like anything on a jug, like a thing of milk, and sometimes like one side is all the way down, but like the other side got caught in a lip or something.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Oh,
So I see this jug of oil, car oil, is laying down in the trunk.
It's like a cat just laying down.
Yep, just like a cat, with a probably a little smaller than a small Domino's pizza size circle of half-inch,
like a personal size?
like a personal size pizza circle size, with a half-inch deep puddle of oil sitting in the middle of my trunk. So I'm like, frick. And then I realize immediately, because it's big, my camera bag is like half in this puddle of oil because my camera bag was also in the trunk, because I kept it in the trunk because I don't want it just like visible in the car. So I'm like, shoot. So I run inside the Mel, go to the bathroom, and spend probably 30 seconds pressing the like lever on the paper towels thing. Get this huge roll of paper towels, run back outside. I'm like lifting up my camera bag. It's like dripping with oil, just like the bottom quarter of it. And I start like wiping off the bag. I put it down on the ground. I start like putting the paper towels in the trunk, like where the puddle of oil is. And I am like, okay, I don't have enough. So I run back inside probably 2 more times to get more paper towels. The whole time I'm thinking my canes is getting cold. I'm honestly more concerned about the canes than I was about my camera bag at that moment. So I eventually get all of the oil soaked up from the car. It's probably still going to smell like oil for a while. I'm thinking when I get back home tonight, I'm going to like actually get some soap and stuff and try to clean it a little better. But it's just a trunk, so it's not a big deal.
Yep.
Camera bag, probably a little more important. Luckily, it's a thicker camera bag, so it's not like I looked inside, none of my stuff was wet, so I wasn't worried about that. But I just had to spend a while. I brought it to the bathroom and was cleaning it with water and soap and yeah. So I'm also going to be cleaning that when I get back. So yeah, that is what happened this evening.
That's total.
Say it
my
with
God.
me, guys.
That's
unfortunate.
Perfect.
I'm glad
Thanks,
everyone got
guys.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, I will be cleaning that. So that's the story of the evening.
I actually do feel bad about that because like cleaning up oil, especially in like the back of a trunk, would be terrible.
Kind of the
Yeah,
worst.
just- Yeah, it doesn't like clean up nice. It's oil. Oh,
So yeah, that was my evening. But anyways, it is just after Memorial Day weekend. What did you guys do over the weekend?
I worked
Yeah.
on Monday on Memorial Day. We only mowed for a little bit, but on Saturday, drove down to Wisconsin for my cousin's graduation party. So that was a good time. But we spent like 8 hours in the car that day, so that's kind of nice. Sunday was at Eagle Brook. I shadowed the children's ministry pastor. Yeah. So that was kind of cool to go see all the little kiddos in the back and hang out. So that was a good time. And then I was at Northwestern, chilling in the hammock, spending some time with God. So that was a good time.
Facts.
Yeah. And then I did some other stuff on Sunday, but then I mowed on Monday. So yeah,
Nice.
that was great. Popcorn, Mitch.
I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but I partied hard on Friday because it was my brother's wedding. So
Oh, how did that go?
yeah,
that
how was it?
It was great. It was my first wedding, so I didn't really know like
Oh, wow.
the like a context of what a good wedding looks like.
You've never been to a wedding?
I've been to one, but like that was like 5 years ago.
So it wasn't your first wedding.
It was your second
But
one.
I was like the first wedding I was in.
Oh, you're in.
Oh, okay. That's
So I was like
completely
at
different.
another wedding, but we didn't stay there long. But anyways, So that was a whole day adventure. I was toast by the end of the night. But yeah, everyone was saying it was like really beautiful. I don't know. But yeah.
Mitch, did
It
you
was
go
great.
crazy on the dance floor?
Oh yeah, you know it.
How many people were there?
There was a lot. It was a lot of people, a lot of noise. Some people couldn't handle it, but that's okay. But
Some people couldn't handle it?
Yeah, what do you mean?
yeah, like my grandparents or
Oh.
some of my extended family that are older and don't like crowds,
Oh,
which is fair. But
where was
Yeah.
it?
it was at Pinewood. It's like 35 minutes.
Like the derby car race?
Pinewood
Yes,
Derby.
Pinewood Derby.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at Cadets actually. No, it was like 35 minutes north past Ham Lake, Isani area.
No,
So
nice.
yeah.
Mitch, how sore were you? Because that's the gauge of how well you danced.
Dude, I thought I was gonna be like deathly sore in the morning. Actually, I slept 13 hours, so I woke up at
oh
like
my
2.
goodness.
In the afternoon.
At 12:45 and like woke up at 2. But yeah, no, I wasn't sore at all. After standing for hours and dancing for hours, I was not sore one bit.
Wait, what was your role in the wedding? Were you
I was a groomsman.
Groomsman, nice.
Flower boy.
Who is your brother's best man?
One of his friends from Calvin.
Nice, smart. Don't
Oh.
pick a brother. So then you got to pick one.
Joey knows all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pick a cousin.
Mitch, who was the best man?
One of his friends from kindergarten from Calvin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
what's
who?
his
I
name?
know.
Oh, Isaac
his class.
Brosser.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Mitch, I
I
went to
didn't,
Kelvin.
I didn't think you were gonna know him, but
Yeah,
yeah.
because I was like young and my dad taught all the older grades, I like idolized whoever he was teaching. So I remember all the younger classes, older classes.
It's not very.
Yeah.
That's not very Christian-like of you to
Yeah.
idol people.
Yeah,
idolize
Josh.
So
people.
idol people.
wow, Josh.
To idol people.
my bad. I
Me and
repent.
Survivor.
We didn't have the through line of idolatry discerner yet, so I couldn't
Okay.
like help it. Basically,
True.
So it was okay.
it was okay. Once the through lines came along, I saw the error in my ways.
Josh, what'd you do over Memorial Day weekend?
Well, this has been on the down low for a while now, but I guess to make this podcast official, as one might say, I went to visit my girlfriend Nicole's house in Bondurant, Iowa. That was
We just blew out the mic.
so much spiking.
We knew the whole time.
Pranked.
We didn't tell the
Pranked.
245.
Pranked.
Pranked.
Yep. We didn't tell the fan base. So your secret is safe with us, Josh. But now it's not a secret.
Whoa.
I know that our relationship with the fans is that we're not supposed to keep anything from them, but
You kept it from
we
them.
just had to.
There was
We
Trust
had
us.
actually,
to.
Mike, you probably don't
It was
even know
worth
about
it.
this, but the Dort podcast, the one at Dort, we hung out with Nicole
Yeah.
at Dort some, and Joey and Mitch were like mentioned it, and then like, wait, can we talk about that yet? And I was like, maybe not quite yet. So that was a few weeks ago, but yeah, now I guess it's podcast official. So
Wow.
Wow.
That is the true mark of a relationship right there.
podcast official.
Once it becomes podcast official. Okay, so tell us what you did.
Well, it was really nice all weekend. So spent a lot of time outside playing yard games. We went to some different parks and walked around. Nicole's brother Tyler plays high school baseball, so we went to 2 of his games, which was really fun and also kind of nostalgic because I haven't watched baseball in a long, long time. Wait, Joey, do you still go to some of Jake's games?
Not really. I'm just so busy with work, but I do want to say that baseball is God's sport. I just want to throw
it's
that
so
out
relaxing to watch, I think.
There is a godly baseball movie out there.
there. Yeah.
Wait, Mitch, what?
There's nothing better than like a sunset
I don't remember
watching
what's
baseball.
the movie called?
Airbud.
Are you talking about Field of
It's not
Dreams?
that one.
Not the wrong sport.
Field of Dreams.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what it is.
I have
And
never
guess
seen
where
that.
I am
You've
right
never seen
now,
it?
Iowa.
No.
Field of Dreams, home state.
So,
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
yep.
But yeah, it was just a beautiful weekend. So it was really fun to spend a lot of time outside on the long weekend. And yeah, just had a really good time. So that was fun. And I was thinking it's really funny because right before I left, Nicole's mom was asking about when I was going to mention Nicole on the podcast. And I said I didn't really know. And then we were going to talk about Memorial Day weekend. I'm like, I don't think I can really avoid that. So now you have your answer, I suppose.
There you go.
You know what's also really funny is I was pulling weeds as one does while landscaping, and I was talking to Connor about it, and he's like, I gotta give Josh a call. I gotta ask him some questions. And then he was asking me like, is there a way I could call into the podcast and ask Josh about it on air? And I was like, well, you could, but we do edit the podcast, so Josh
cut it
or
out.
me could just edit that. Yeah, just cut the part out. But so I'm glad it happened. So I can tell Connor to listen to this episode so he can hear it.
He could also still just call me.
Good.
I haven't
Yeah.
talked to Connor in forever, and I miss him a lot.
Yeah,
Aw.
I don't.
Joey's Joey's Be Reels every Monday is of him mowing with Connor. And 3 weeks in a row, it's been like identical. And now today we're recording this on a Tuesday. And it was again just Joey in the passenger seat with Connor sitting in the driver's seat. And Joey's like, I can't escape him.
Yep. I thought it's pretty funny because like now he knows I do it, so I tell him to sit in the
Yep.
same position
Yep.
every time. But the first 2 times he was already doing it, so it was really funny. But these last 2, I told him to kick up the leg so that we could get the
It's a
same
really
Be Real. So that's been
iconic
fun.
sitting position. And I think it's funny.
Yep.
So good.
So add me on Be Real if you want to see that. Actually, don't do that. I probably won't add you back.
Savage.
Yeah, I like to decline people. It makes me feel very cool because I'm like, you want to be friends with me, but I don't. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. It's just Be Real is more authentic, so it's really just
The
not.
app
a ton of
literally
people.
says like it's
Yeah.
quality over quantity. So like choose your
Yep.
friends wisely or something. So I
Yep.
feel like that's just
Something
giving
like
me
that.
permission to decline some people that I don't need to be friends with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, it was great to hear about your weekend, Josh
Yep.
and Nicole. She's great. We met her in Dort, and she's
Micah
fantastic.
didn't.
I did not, but
I
seems
didn't
like
either. Missed
yeah,
out.
Mitch
It's
didn't
just me
either.
and Evan.
She
But-
seems like a great person. Nicole, shout out. Glad you're officially on the podcast.
Not really.
Nicole's parents.
Yes.
Hi to you too.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Heard you listened.
We are binge material. Let's be
We
honest.
are.
We are. We are.
Yeah.
We're like a Netflix
I feel
show.
like you guys have so much more confidence in the podcast than me, but I'm glad.
Dude, my confidence, it has me. So I mean,
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was listening to them today. I listened to 2 episodes and I was like, this is actually like pretty decent. Now it's not like Joe Rogan or anything like that, but
Because
it's
it's
like,
better, right?
yeah, because it's better, of
Yeah.
course. But it's like, I can
Could
actually
definitely be
understand.
worse.
Yeah, for sure. And I was like, as time has gone on, I think we've gotten like more confident and like better at podcasting.
Yeah, I would agree with
So,
that.
Yeah, I think the episodes are getting better.
Real.
Anyways, that's my weekend. Popcorn, Joey,
No,
Oh.
I already went.
Me.
Mike.
Joey, if
That's
Micah's
so
name was
awkward
Joey.
for me.
There you go.
Thanks.
I am Joey now. My weekend was good. We went up to my grandparents' cabin for the weekend. We did some work. My grandpa never stops building stuff at the cabin.
Dude, I
does
love
not.
that.
He does not ever hire anyone to do
Oh.
anything.
That's a man after my own heart.
He just like casually adds bathrooms to the cabin or like
Yes.
extends the cabin or will build a whole new shed himself or build a whole he's building a whole new cabin that's going to have 2 bedrooms, bathroom, living area, and a mini kitchenette for because the family keeps expanding
Yeah.
especially as our cousins get married and et cetera, et cetera. So he just builds stuff himself. He figures it out all himself. He buys all the material and he builds a lot of it himself. He does have help from a lot of us too sometimes. So what I'm trying to say is we spent a couple of the mornings helping him do that. I did a lot of work with cement. I wanted to send a video to you guys and show that I was doing work with my hands for once.
But you just lied, so there was no video.
Yeah.
You
so
were really probably painting your nails and
probably was.
Yeah.
So I did a lot with cement. We were pouring cement, making cement. It's kind of cool.
did you do it by hand or with a mixer?
With a mixer. And then we still had
This boy is so cute.
Joey's like
So-
peasant.
So cute.
never. Okay, whatever. We also swam a little bit. It was a little chilly, but we made it happen. But yeah, bugs weren't too bad. And last year they were a lot worse. And yeah, it was just a good time hanging out with the fam. And then my mom and sister stayed there a couple more days, so they're still gone. And I came back. Me and Natalie came back on Monday night because we have work and school. So yeah, that was my weekend.
Mike also sent a really funny picture of him wearing
Oh yeah.
a really cool outfit.
My fit today.
It is now my lake fit. I've decided. So this whole summer I'm gonna be wearing that fit whenever I go to the lake. When I got back from the cabin last night, I went straight to Kylie's grandma's house because they were all there swimming, and I of course put on the lake fit
Yeah.
because I had to,
Oh my word.
and thought it was pretty good. So maybe we'll post a picture of the lake fit.
I don't think we will.
No, probably not. We're gonna be posting pictures probably from our freshman year of college, which is actually the topic of this episode.
Hey.
But before we get into that,
Oh.
there's almost a flawless transition.
Yeah, almost.
We have a couple emails, and we're going to read them so they don't get too stacked up. First one is from Gideon Love. He's going to be a consistent emailer. I
Oh
think.
my word.
Big fan. His subject line is subject line.
Nice.
Hey guys, it's me again. Joey, you don't need to work on your core in order to have visible abs, which is why a lot of people skip it, but it is helpful to build core strength regardless.
Dude, that's so intelligent.
Visible
How does that man
abs
know that?
are mostly due to low body fat percentage and not actual muscle size and strength. Also, Annika is right. Most exercises use your core for bracing to some degree, free weights especially. Sorry I got real nerdy and homeschooled there, but now you know.
Dude, that makes so much sense. I
does.
love that.
Thank
Big
you.
preach.
I would buy 245 merch as well, and also Braden should model it because then we get to see the merch elegantly displayed and Braden gets a model, gets to model. It's a win-win.
We could make that happen.
Our number one fan has a number one fan.
And then he has a couple Q&A questions, which we'll save. He did ask, though, this is more relevant. He said, what happened to Josh in episode 36, which was the one with Annika and Adele?
Oh, yeah.
We answered that last week. So basically, you just go listen to that, which I'm sure you did. So next one.
What a
There's your
true
answer.
fan, knowing that Josh was gone.
Next one is from Annika, or is from Braden. And the subject is Annika plus Adele.
Oh, okay.
He says, Annika says she needs to add affirmation about her performance on the pod. So, Annika Dykstra, well done. Good job. I was worried I should have been more filtered when I was on. And then I heard about Mr. T and Mr. V and their good looks. And their good looks. So now I don't feel so bad.
I still can't believe that happened, bro.
That's really good.
So, yeah.
I might have made some different choices had I been the one editing that podcast.
I know. I was borderline, and then I was like, the people will love it. The fans will love it.
So,
And at the end of the day, we'd always just blame it on our guests, right?
True.
exactly.
Yep.
So, yeah, that is the mail we got this week. But I think it's time we get into our episode today, the topic today, which is our freshman year of college. You might be thinking, why are we talking about this like 2 years after it happened? Well, basically, we want to start talking about each year of college after the year of college is done. But since we didn't have the podcast last year, we're going to talk about freshman year now. And then next week, I think we'll talk about sophomore year, which was the last year we had. So, yeah, we're kind of talk about what our freshman year was like and kind of go through that. So, let's get started.
Nice. Okay, so me and Mike made a giant list of stuff. We'll probably go through pretty quick because I know Mitch also has stuff. Then
For the
we
first time in podcast history,
Yeah.
I actually wrote stuff down for this episode.
Yep. And then I'm sure Josh will probably have some stuff that he'll want to bring up. Josh will just be brainstorming while we go. Okay. First one, something that we all did was before we all left, we went to RJ Richie's for breakfast.
Yeah, we did.
Can you try to say that again?
RJ Richie's? RJ Riches?
Yes, RJ Riches.
That's what I said the first time.
I've always heard it as RJ Richie's.
Oh, see, I'm
It's
not
not.
completely dumb.
I actually
didn't
I would
know.
not have bat an eye if you didn't say anything.
Okay.
I
Josh.
prefer Richie's.
Because it's E.
That sounds really weird to me.
Okay, I'm going to say, I think I'm with Josh. It sounds weird, but I think if you're going to actually sound it out, I feel like that's more correct. Josh, how do you say it?
RJ Riches.
Yeah, but then where's the E? Isn't it R-I-C-H-E?
Rich as Riches?
Riches.
Oh, so it's more a soft E.
Softy.
No, it's just an
Short
E.
E?
A shorty.
Mom, where are you? I need
Hey,
you.
we
right
said
now.
we weren't going to spend too much time on each
He has
one
like
here.
a melody
Okay.
in my... Oh,
But we all went out to breakfast. It was really wholesome.
Mitch was dying at that time.
For People who
Yes.
don't know RJ Rich's, it's like kind of a home style breakfast place, and they make huge
Oh,
serving sizes of everything. Like
so
the
good.
pancakes are plate sized and like no joke, 3/4 to an inch thick. And the chocolate chip ones are really good. They give you just piles of hash browns, huge eggs. Everything is big and lots of it, and it's hard to eat. I recall Joey getting the Riches challenge, which is like I don't remember. It's a pancake, eggs, hash browns, and maybe like some ham.
Yeah, it's
But-
yeah, I think it's 3 eggs, like 2 sausage patties, like half a plate full of hash browns and like 2 giant pancakes. And like if you eat 2 full pancakes, like you're absolutely stuffed. So you throw on all the other stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of calories.
Yeah. Lots.
Joey could not finish it, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be interested to see if I did it like in prime summer eating conditions where like I'm hungry all the time. Maybe I could, maybe. That's another day. Move-in and orientation. I remember that being terrible.
Yeah.
Just
It's
orientation.
just boring.
Yeah. So warning to all you high schoolers, orientation, the first week of college is interesting because it's not normal. It's a lot more fun once you start to settle in, but like it's not consistent. You spend a lot of time sitting around doing nothing. Josh, do you remember what you had to do for orientation?
Yeah, I think so. At Dort, it's called Wow Week, which is like week of welcome.
Wow.
There's a bunch of more fun activities, and they try and make the orientation and the boring stuff like wrapped up in activities. So it sounded a lot more exciting. I still didn't like it at all because I just don't do well with new places and new people, and it seemed like forced fun, which I
Yes.
just didn't like.
Yep.
But it sounded way less boring than what you guys had to
Yeah.
do. So maybe both were bad for different reasons. And maybe I think I can imagine you 3 like thriving in WoW Week. I just didn't.
Yeah. It's it's definitely interesting, but it's interesting to hear how Dort does it a lot different, which I think I'd
Yeah.
rather have it done like that because I feel like we sat for hours.
We
in
did,
yeah.
presentations, and like some of it was useful, but most of it wasn't. But anyways, one highlight of that was Spike Ball when
Yeah.
we met Sam, Tim,
Sam, Ethan, Tim,
Henry,
Ben.
Ben.
Were you there, Mitch, for that?
Yeah.
Because you were in and out of orientation because you had soccer
Yeah,
stuff.
because I was there. I had extra orientation.
Yeah.
Because I had soccer and NCAA
Yep.
legal stuff.
Yeah, so I don't remember what you were at, what you weren't, but so you were at Spike Ball.
So I was at Spike Ball, yeah.
We walk out of one of the things in Totino. There was 3 spike ball nets set up.
Yep.
We just go to the closest spike ball net there is.
Yep.
Point at the people there, and they looked like they needed people to play with.
Yeah.
And we're like, we challenge you guys to a game of spike ball.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that game of spike ball was currently occupied by Ethan, Sam, Ben,
Yep.
and Henry.
Yep.
Which is where we met them. So kind of crazy. Like, I think a lot of things had to have happened right for that moment to happen because like they're at the closest spike ball net. They needed players, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how we met them. And Evan was with us too. So that's where we all met.
Yep. So that was a super good time. Next thing I wrote down was playing Sting Pong. We played Sting Pong with a bunch of guys. It was a really good time. I remember people's backs were like fried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
there's a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm in the Google Photos album right now. We have a Google Photos album where we share like photos from college with each other. And yeah, some people's backs are just covered in welts.
Yeah, and then Ethan just sitting down, just like smiling with his thumbs up or something.
Yeah.
Did he
Yep.
not get hit or something? I wasn't there.
I don't know if he played. No, I think he was there. I just think he didn't get it very bad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I got it very bad. But I remember like Isaiah,
Yeah.
is that his name, was just lit up. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
It was insane.
I wrote down gaming with Mitch. Me and Mitch
Dude,
bonded.
I have this too.
Yes, good.
I have in brackets. It was Fort and Rocket League. We would like fire up one of those games before chapel
Yep,
and just do something quick.
yep.
It was so good. Or like after homework.
Yeah, it was a good time. We didn't really do that much this year at all.
No.
But like freshman year, especially start of freshman year, me and Mitch, we had such a good time, man.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It was Fort and Rocket League before chapel.
Yep. And
You and Evan played a lot too.
Yeah,
Everyone would come into our
Evan
room.
would hijack Joey's computer and play with me.
When his room was right down the hall and could just go grab his laptop. Sometimes his laptop was in the room because he
Yeah.
would bring his backpack.
Yep.
He forgot so much stuff
And
in
he
our
would
room.
still he was always leaving stuff in our room. He
Yeah.
would
He was our fourth roommate, so
basically.
Yep.
But he would walk in our room and you guys would be like, 40?
40.
30?
And then you'd play Fortnite.
Yeah.
So that was pretty wholesome. I never played because I'm not a gamer. And also I have a Mac. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fortnite on a Mac is like ridiculous download.
90 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Insane. I'd have to buy a whole hard drive just to play the game.
Ridiculous. But that was a good time. Me and Mike.
Hey, we did play Minecraft with Josh a few times.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not enough. We should
We
do.
haven't done that in so long.
Yeah, we should really do that this summer sometime.
yeah. I mean, I was carrying most of the time, so
Obviously, yeah.
Of course.
I was actually the worst.
Yeah, but that was a good time. Me and Mike pulling up to an Avail soccer game with our chairs that we
Yep.
bought from the thrift store. That was a good time.
That was iconic.
Yes, it was. And I wore I don't know why, but I wore my swimsuit that has pineapples on
Yeah,
it.
your pineapple swimsuit.
Yeah, so that was a good time. Going out to Portillo's with the boys for my birthday. That was a good time. That was-
Yeah.
Is that when I drank the cup of cheese? Do you guys remember that?
No.
We get the cup of cheese sauce, and so it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are the odds? 1 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Dude, this is one we don't talk about. Chickie Club. So
Mitch, were you there for this?
I was in that group me. I don't know if I'm still in it,
yeah.
No, I think we're all in it still.
but I don't think I ever
laughed.
went.
So, anyways, I'll try to explain this quick. Anyways, there was a bunch of people. You can get 100 chicken tenders from Cane's for like $75 or something. So there was a few times we didn't get invited to like the last one, but a few times people did this, and then we got invited to go do it. So me and Evan went and got like 100. I think it was 100. I can't remember if it's 100 or 200.
It's 100.
100, but we got 100 chicken tenders, and then you'd split it, and everyone would Venmo you.
Yeah.
But like that's something that was just like a random memory from freshman year. That was a good time. Intramurals. I wrote down intramurals with Ben because I think he would. He'd wear his super
Vote
short.
for Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super short shorts.
We decided for some reason for our basketball team to wear swimsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the Beach Boys.
And we called ourselves the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
And
I kind of liked it though.
We got.
it was a
killed.
good name. We did get killed.
Yeah.
And we played volleyball then too, which is when we met Ava, though we weren't really friends with her then. She was just on our IM team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ava and Brittany, I think too.
Brittany. Oh
and
my goodness.
Jaden too.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
she's not really relevant in our lives.
Dang.
Josh, what intramurals did you do intramurals right away in college?
Yeah, the first semester I did outdoor soccer, but I didn't know enough people to like make me on my own team like I did this year. So I just like emailed the director and said, "Yo, is there an extra team that I could hop on?" And he added me to this random team where I didn't know anyone, and the captain didn't seem to like me. So that wasn't the best experience.
Yikes.
That's tough. Do you know any of the people now, or do you not know any?
In soccer,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I like organize the team, and I'm the captain.
Oh
so
no!
the people I know.
From that other team, like, do you now know people?
Oh,
The captain was Nicole. Plot twist.
plot twist. No, I know some of them, not that well.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Nice. The next thing I have is going late night swimming with photos on the rock. It was
Oh, boy.
after.
That photo is absolutely cursed. That is the most
So
cursed
bad.
photo I've ever seen.
After homecoming, right?
It was after homecoming or intramurals. I think we did it more than once. Well, we definitely did after homecoming.
Yeah, it was after
but
the
I don't
dance.
think the photos from the rock are from that. I think that was a
No.
different time.
Yeah, because we just went in our clothes after
Yep.
homecoming, but you had your swimsuit on in that picture.
Yeah,
so it was
so
an intentional,
It must have been after Beach Boys
probably.
game.
So we did do that a few times.
Yeah. But that was really funny. There's this cursed image that we definitely will not post, which is me standing on the water fountain. So if you come to Northwestern, there's like a rock that like has water running out of it. It's kind of weird. But like I stood on it and like Mike or someone took a
I did.
photo of me.
He looks sort of like a gorilla, but it's really dark and his eyes are like
Yeah.
glowing, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
It is, as Mitch said, quite cursed.
Yep.
Quite cursed.
Quite cursed.
I also remember I got COVID. I think I was only home for like 3 days or something. I don't know.
Kate,
Oh yeah.
this leads to a few funny pictures I wanted to talk about
Yes.
from the album.
Okay.
So they had a whiteboard where they had Joey, Micah, Mitch, and Evan, and it was like a grid. So Joey, Micah, Mitch, and Evan are in a column on the left, and then the top column headings are event and return, and it was like to keep track of where people were and like when they were getting back. So this relates to Joey getting COVID because in this picture of the whiteboard, there's nothing in any of the people's things except Joey, and it just says exposed, and then return says when Big Daddy Biden says he can. So Joey got exposed to corona, and then he could come back whenever Biden allowed him to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was the one that wrote
there's
that.
like
I'll go ahead and
good.
expose myself.
Yep.
I was witness.
There are a few really. I think there are 3 other funny pictures of the whiteboard. This one is all of you have something funny. Joey says he's balling until 8:30. Micah is, what does that even say? Marvelous.
Oh, I was doing
dress
ushering
rehearsal.
for the Marvelous
Wonderettes dress rehearsal. 5 to 10. Mitch here all alone with a sad crying face until Du Bois return with like 3 exclamation points. And then Evan ballin' now.
Yeah.
And then the next one, Joey has nothing. Mike is at the orthodontist till 4. Mitch here all alone, sad face again, until Du Bois return, this time with a smiley face and a thumbs up. And then Evan, it just says chillin' like a villain.
I forgot that we used to do that.
Yeah.
And that was actually so wholesome. And it was really helpful.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we didn't have Life 360. So,
No, yeah, we did.
oh, did we? We just used the board anyways.
Was
Yeah.
that still when Joey was in Life 360 denial?
Maybe. But like the problem was like we could see each other that we're like on campus, but you can't know what people are doing
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah, true.
but that was
This last
yeah.
one, we have one more, and it's
I know which
funny.
one this
So
is.
it says Joey, Mandy, event, and return 10 question mark. Micah, Kylie 10 question mark. Mitch, Tessa 10 question mark. Evan, Riley 10 question mark.
Does it actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yes,
So funny.
it's so funny.
Wow. Absolutely exposed, Mitch.
Yeah, we will not explain that one anymore. Okay.
I'm just gonna leave that one right there.
We will have to post one of those on the Instagram, along with probably some other pictures from our freshman year too. So go check out at the 245 Instagram to see some of those. You know what I'm pretty sad about though?
But
Joey's freaking taking that whiteboard with him,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
so angry
Yep,
because
it's hung up at Mandy's.
I want that whiteboard.
You guys can just buy one. They're not that
No, I
expensive.
need that whiteboard. You go buy a whiteboard. You're married. You have all the money now. So,
Yeah.
and he took the picture of Evan that was on a magnet.
Yep. Oh
too.
yeah, that's mine. That belongs to me. I'm taking that with me. It's still
Isn't
hung.
that in your wallet?
I have one in my wallet, and there's one that was on
Yeah.
the whiteboard, and I took it, and it's hung up on our apartment now, and it's still there.
I need you to keep that forever.
Okay. Another memory I have: throwing the ketchup on the window.
Yes,
there's
I have this on here too.
So there's a windowsill on the second floor, and I threw a ketchup packet up on it. And last I checked, it's still there.
Yeah. As far as we know, we checked
And it's like-
in May.
It's like gray and all discolored and like really weird looking.
yeah.
But it's still there.
Yeah, it's a ketchup packet from Chick-fil-A. So it's one of those that
Yes.
you can like peel or and like dip, or you can just like rip off with the side and just like squeeze it out.
Yeah.
And so like all of the color on the top of it is just out.
From the
It
sun.
is just straight white from the sun.
Yep.
See, and the great, it's just so great because the great thing about it is that there's not an easy way for it to get down.
No.
You
Because
can't-
here's how it would ever get down. The wind, but that spot in the building is so blocked off by wind.
Yeah.
Because there's like 2 parts of the wall that come out, basically block any wind from coming from the side. It's up against a window, so obviously that blocks that whole side. The only way wind could come through is if it came through the front, but also in front of there, probably 100 feet down, is a bunch of trees, which
Yeah.
help block the wind. And also, the wind would never be able to catch it, I think, at the angle it's at.
Yeah.
2 is if a facilities person saw it and had to go get a ladder,
Yeah.
put it up, and take it down, which is probably not
It's
worth
not
their
worth
time.
your time. So just leave it. Yeah.
So that's why it's so great, is
Yep.
that it'll probably be there for a long time.
Can you imagine if it's there for like, I want it to be there till I graduate. I really think like they'll clean the windows and then they'll take it down. I
When
feel
it-
like that's something they got to do every year.
When do you do it?
Like toward the start of freshman year.
So it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. I guess if it survived this summer, yeah, we'll see.
So until they start cleaning the outside of those windows,
Which I feel like that's something they do. But
you would think.
what's even crazier if they do it from the ground, like if they have a big long pole,
Yeah, you
which
can't see it from the
Yeah.
ground.
they won't see it and they won't knock it down.
Yeah.
So that'd be crazy if it stayed there. But anyways, next thing, the Halloween party.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about? I actually
Oh,
did
yeah.
not go to the Halloween party. I had homework.
Yeah. And we have pictures from this. I'll post one of the pictures. Me and a bunch of the guys decided to dress up as the apostles.
Oh yeah.
So we got a bunch of bed sheets. We went shirtless and basically like dressed up like, I don't know, people back then dressed up like. We were all shirtless except for Nick Vetch. He was in a shirt
Classic.
Yep.
because he's a real OG.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We were at a party. We won the costume contest as a
Yes, it
group.
did.
And we won like 2 bags of not 2 bags of candy, 2 things of candy. And they stayed in Sam's room. So I never really got any, which is kind of sad. But yeah, it was a good time. It didn't take much convincing for them to get me to do it. So yeah, Joey didn't do it because he was lame-o.
Yep, I was.
You were doing homework or something.
Yeah, I think both times on Halloween I've been in the stud cranking on homework,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny.
Ministry majors gotta the ministry department's making sure you guys don't celebrate
Yep,
Halloween.
exactly.
So they gotta give you as much homework around that time
Yep.
as possible.
That's what they got to do. Okay, I did not write this, but it says video from December 13, Mitch and Joey.
Oh, I need Josh to be here for this. So
Okay.
when he gets back, we'll play this video.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Next thing, Mitch buying all the drinks.
Oh,
this
yeah.
was in
Yeah,
end
I
of the
have.
first semester. Mitch had like spent $70 some.
Yeah, it was close to 100.
Close to $100 on drinks from the
And
stud.
I did that twice then in freshman year.
Yep. And we had to like haul them all up. But that was like so sick to
Yeah.
have all that. Those were the good old days.
We'll post that picture too.
Yep. We're going to have to post a lot. This is a great one. So we had a leadership class. Me and Mike were in this leadership class. It was like a 2 credit. It only met
Yep.
once a week. So I arrived at this classroom and I sit way in the back corner because that's just what I do. That's
Back right. It's like the furthest you
Yeah.
can be.
And then I'm chilling there, and then this girl comes up and sits right next to me, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like in my head,
And there's
I didn't-
all these seats open too.
yeah, there's so many seats, and I'm like, Mike's supposed to sit here. So then Mike comes in and looks confused. So then he has to sit next to the girl too. This now,
So it's me and Joey with this random girl in between us that we've never met in our life.
yep. But the girl is Emma. What is her last name?
Emma Mel.
Emma Mel, who we're actually now friends with. We actually had a great time. We had such
Yeah.
a good time in that class.
It was fun.
When I wasn't playing Cookie Clicker,
Which was a lot of the time.
oh, that's all I did. Never mind. But it was a good time. We hung out. We had to do like discussion questions all the time. So
And Noah Diedrich
yes, Noah
sat in
Diedrich.
front of us.
Yep.
So that's where we met Noah and Emma. So that was a good time. At the end of the class, end of the year, me, Emma, and Joey took a selfie together because at that point we were friends. You can see we had our masks down, which we can talk about in a second. But yeah, it was a good time. We still joke about it. We did ask her, I think it was this school year. We were like, okay, Emma, we're friends now. Why the heck did you sit next to
Yeah.
Joey? And she was like, she said, quote, well, he just looked like he was lonely and needed
Yeah.
someone to sit by him or something. So that was funny. It was a good way to meet her, even though it's a good thing to look back and laugh on.
Yep.
But yeah, we had to wear masks in classes for the first semester of college.
That's crazy.
which I
can't
didn't for half of them, but
believe- yeah, some professors didn't care.
yeah. But there were some that really did care. So I did it then. But yeah, it was annoying because back in May of 2021, I think we've told the story in the pod when we were at Dairy Queen. Well, we were still in high school, and they
Yeah.
said we weren't going to wear masks anymore at school because Walls had canceled that or whatever. And then we thought all summer and even days leading up to the school year during orientation, we would not have to wear masks. And then
Right.
it was the day before classes started
Which,
that they changed it to only in classrooms and in chapel.
yep.
Yep.
And like, I agree with Northwestern on most stuff, but that was a dirty move. And you know for sure they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
That was such a big thing. Like, so many people, like, something like that would transfer them out of Northwestern to a different place. So,
'Cause a lot of people came to Northwestern because it was not online.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was very interesting. Was not a fan of that, but it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so moving on. Poker. Learn to play poker. It was a good time. Kids, if you want to not get addicted to gambling, play poker for no money. That's what we did. You realize that it's mostly luck. You don't win. You lose all your money every time. So
Yeah.
don't gamble. Dumb idea. Josh, are you back, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
He's back.
So we're going to go back to a video. Micah said we had to wait for Josh to play
Yeah.
this video.
I have a video from December that I wanted you to be here for, Josh. And I was looking through old pictures, like I was trying to like be reminded of what happened freshman year. And I just found this video and thought it was really funny. I think it was when Josh came back from Dort for something. Either he was just there for the weekend or like he had moved back already and we had not moved back. And we had asked him if he wanted to come hang out at school that night and he didn't. And then I sent a Snapchat video to Josh and asked Joey about Josh not coming that night. So I'll play it for you guys here. And there's a little dialogue between Mitch and Joey here that's pretty funny. So I'll play it here.
Joey, what do you have to say to Josh for not coming over tonight?
Boy, you got all the time in the world to come over here and party with us, and you choose to hang out with your parents. So lame.
Mitch?
Frick you.
Hey. That's not God honoring. You don't say that.
I do what I want.
Okay, that's very biblical right there.
Free will, baby.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was great.
I was grinding for it at the time.
Just kidding, God. You know that.
At the end there, Mitch says, "Just kidding, God." You know that. And I pan over to Joey, and he just like has his mouth, his jaw dropped.
We must have all been not paying attention. That sounds like a conversation where we were all like gaming and we were not paying attention.
Yeah, Mitch was gaming. Joey was working on his homework.
You're just like saying whatever.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Hopefully you
Yeah.
guys could hear that okay. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. I don't know why Josh didn't come over, but apparently we weren't happy about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing, playing signs. We did a ton of playing signs. It's a game. Josh knows it.
The signs era.
Yep. It was an era. It was a good time. We played it a lot.
Love signs.
We met a lot of people during that.
We
Yeah.
did. We met a lot of people. Yeah. It was fun.
There
that was
new,
a great group game.
There's new relationships formed. Old relationships gone. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, there's a couple relationships that ended during that time. I won't name names, but
Okay.
they know who they are.
Oh my word.
So you're indicating they listen to the 245 podcast.
That
Yeah.
narrows it down.
I don't
That
know.
narrows it down.
Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. We'll see.
Okay, moving on. Anyways, the Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ava invited a bunch of people over to her house in Rogers. It's not actually in Rogers, but I can't remember the other town.
Osseo.
That's what it is. It's not-
Thanos made us some food.
Yes,
Yes.
the food was bussin'. The Super Bowl halftime, that was Snoop Dogg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a good.
It actually was really good.
I love
That was
that.
kinda
so-
fire.
Yep, but it was a really good time. It's interesting to see who was at that one because there's some people that we don't hang out with as much that
Yeah.
were there, but it was a super good time.
Josh, do they have cable down in Iowa?
No, literally no cable here. No one watches TV. We're too busy like farming and making fun and stuff.
So you had to listen to the Super Bowl like on a radio, like in the old days.
I actually don't think I watched the Super Bowl freshman year. I know I didn't actually.
What were you doing instead?
I have no idea. Probably homework.
Nice, attaboy, Josh. Proud of you. Anyways, we played.
Are you really?
Yeah, dude, I am skipping events to do. I feel like that's a baller move because like everyone's
Underrated.
like, we have to watch it. We have to watch it, and you're just like, no, I don't. I'm gonna do homework. Boom, power move.
Priorities.
I like it.
Joey did that a lot this year.
Yeah, I did all the time.
Yeah.
Power move. That's what it's about. Anyways, Playing spike ball in the stud.
That was a good time.
If you come to Northwestern, you got to try it.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
2 in the
stayed up-
morning.
We stayed up late. Speaking of 2 in the morning, taking Dart to McDonald's. Have we talked about Dart
Hey,
on the
we got to
podcast?
post this picture.
It's such a good picture. But a bunch of us were in the stud chilling late at night, and we decided to go to McDonald's, and we brought Dart, and it was such a good time. We really should do it more often. Gotta love Dart. I think we've talked about him enough on the podcast, but
Yeah.
Dart's kind of a legend around Northwestern. He's literally the most popular kid.
Dart is like indescribable. You just have to meet Dart
have
to know
meet
Dart.
Dart. Yep. And that his name's Dart is so good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, his full name is D'Artagnan.
yep.
D'Artagnan.
Yes.
D'Artagnan
D'Artagnan.
Johnson.
Yeah.
D'Artagonist. Wait.
Isn't it like Thodo Johnson or something?
Yeah.
What?
His last name's Johnson,
His last
which
name's
is so
Johnson.
funny. Yeah.
D'Artagnan Johnson.
Yep. After that, I beat Cookie Clicker. I may have cheated, but that was a good time.
Yeah.
I love a lot of these things are a good time, according to Joey.
Yeah.
You
Is
said
it?
that. You said that after like every single one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll stop saying
Habits.
that. The film festival. That was a good time.
That was a good time. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. I had worked slightly on a film. I guess I edited it, so that's kind of more than slightly. But it won Audience Choice. That was kind of epic. I was more involved this past year, but it was fun freshman year to get to do that, hang out with the friends. So then we had the after party after. So that's why it's after, you know.
Yep.
Yep. That was crazy. Very large group of people jumping up and down in a mass.
That was crazy.
So it was a little sweaty.
It gets a little warm in there.
It was a little warm in that gym. I had to step out of the circle a few times so I wouldn't pass out like I apparently do now.
Yep.
The one time it happened.
That's kind of like your thing.
Yep.
But yeah, film festival. Next thing, Dort trip. That's something we all talk about.
Yes.
We drove down to visit Josh. We all went.
Yeah.
The whole squad was reunited, unlike this year. But it was
Oops.
Mitch.
it was a great time.
Just kidding. It was me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we?
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite weekends.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We went to Hawkeye Point.
Yeah, that was we went to the highest place in the world.
You picked like the one thing you didn't
Wait.
do with me.
No, we didn't. We did that.
We went to Hawkeye Point when we visited Dort all
Joey.
together.
When
Oh.
Yeah,
You
that was you guys. I
Oh, am I
didn't
getting
do
that
it.
confused? Okay, never mind. We did
Yeah.
not do
the
that.
highest point in the world.
Yeah. See, everyone's been hearing this propaganda that Mount Everest is the tallest thing in the world. It's Hawkeye.
It's
Point.
actually Hawkeye.
Okay,
Point.
we need to talk. What did we actually do with Josh? We went to Pizza Ranch,
We did that.
Yep.
We played
basketball.
Ticket to Ride
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ticket to Ride.
and
was
basketball.
Yep, and basketball.
Um.
and volleyball.
And volleyball.
Oh yeah, we did play
Yes,
volleyball
we did play volleyball.
indoors.
Yep.
It
We
was indoor volleyball because it was kind of a not nice outside
Yeah.
weekend,
Yeah.
which was a little bit of a bummer at first. But we also made the best of it and it was
Yeah.
still really fun.
we went swimming.
Oh, yeah.
At the one place. I was with all your
Yes,
friends.
that was
Yeah.
so much fun.
We watched F1.
Yeah, Drive to Survive. Yes.
Drive to Survive on Netflix on the big screen, which was a good time.
Yeah, we went in 1606, which is like the biggest seminar hall in Dort. Has a huge screen and good sound system. And Sam could get us in there. So we watched Drive to Survive in 1606.
Yeah, all you Dort nerds will understand 1606. Am I right? Yep.
Am I
Wink.
right or am I right?
Nicole, you know where that is. 1606.
Probably.
We're just gonna shout her out.
Nicole's
so much.
parents probably also know where it is. Maybe I don't know how much they've been around Dort, but Nicole's parents, if you guys know where
Nicole's
1606 is, send us an email. Also,
Give us directions.
you should just send us an email because we want to know who you are and just hear all about your thoughts about Josh.
Yes.
So,
Give us like ratings. Can you make like a category for like appearance, athleticism, and just like
Guys, I'm really not sure this is necessary.
no, it is.
No, it
Trust
is.
us. We're the experts.
2.4.5.podcast@gmail.com. All the numbers are spelled out.
the dots are not.
The dots are not.
Bars.
Podcast is.
And the @ and the Gmail and the com.
You know what I thought of, guys?
Yeah.
It would be really smart just to put like our email in the description of all the podcasts.
That probably, I noticed
Guys, we're so dumb.
I noticed we did that for one episode, and I was like, why don't we do this more often?
No, we're too far in to start doing that.
No, we really should. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's start doing that. That's probably a good idea.
Starting-
So guys, find our email in the podcast description so you don't need to try and remember the awful email address that we made.
Dude, that is so funny how much time we've wasted saying that when we could just put it in the description.
Really smart, we promise.
guys, this is just a brain
We
freeze
should have like
moment.
owned all the domains that like we could have of possible different spellings of that, and then to see like where all the emails go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so then just don't tell anyone the exact email.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just see where
just
it
say
goes.
it's 2.4.5.podcast.
Yeah.
And
let
then
them
they
guess.
can figure out.
Yep. Okay, moving on. We went to Chick-fil-A with the whole squad one time. There was like
That was,
seven.
that was for my birthday.
Oh, was that?
Yeah.
Yes, because I bought you your Chick-fil-A.
You did,
Yep.
but yeah, you did.
Yep.
Was this also the time that Evan took the table marker?
No.
No,
That
that
was
was-
a different time.
That was earlier in the year.
Dang.
Evan and Mitch did one of the odds.
Don't do what I've said this on the podcast before. I'll say it
Life
again.
lessons.
Don't do what are the odds with Mitch. You will lose.
Yep.
You will lose.
Yeah, so Evan still has a table marker from Chick-fil-A. But yeah, we went to Chick-fil-A with the squad. That night we went to Ben Rector.
Yes.
Not with all the squad, but some of the squad went. It was a good time. Josh, you also went to that same concert, not with us, but you went later in the summer.
So it's not the same concert exactly, but it was the same concert, just in a different location later in the year.
Yes. And Josh, did you see that he is going to be here next June and
No way.
with Cody Fry?
I might have to snag tickets for
And
that.
we need to go, is what I'm saying. So me and you, we're going
agree.
on a date. Nicole, sorry. Stealing your man.
Stealing your man's.
Me and Josh are going out to see
all mics.
Ben Rector and Cody Fry next June. So we got to do that.
Hey,
like, I'm serious.
You guys should invite me too. That would be great. Okay.
You can come.
Okay. Sweet.
Mitch, you want to come?
Yeah.
Sure. Epic.
Sure.
Everyone's invited.
Sweet. Okay. We'll do that. That was Ben Rector. Me and Mike, we crashed prom.
The boys are back at prom.
Yep. We got invited back. Rachel invited me. Who invited you, Mike?
I don't remember.
Okay. It can't
Probably
be
not important.
Yep. But that was a good time. It was a little weird.
It was a little weird. I'm glad you were there though.
Yeah. That's,
This year I went to take pictures and just like hang out beforehand. And I was like, I'm so glad I'm not at this prom, like staying here the whole time. Because one, I was like, I know even less people here now because we're almost irrelevant in the school.
yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah.
Two, half the school doesn't know who we are.
Which is so sad.
And two, I was like, what made it less uncomfortable last year was that Joey was there. So I'm glad we were both there last year.
Yep.
So
But we
Mitch,
did-
I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, I really wish I was invited.
That would
That was so sad.
yeah. That would
Dude, I was dying to go to that. I wanted to go with you guys.
I'm sorry.
I would
Sorry,
have
Mitch.
rocked out so hard.
yeah.
We did rock out. We were gritting the whole
Yeah. Me
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You, me, Isaac, Ani, and Jake were
Yeah.
just gritting.
We made
all-
a train of gritting.
Yep. So that was a good time.
Yeah, there's one, I think that's a pretty epic picture of us. I'll have to post on the Instagram. It's on
Dude.
the rocks.
This is going to be a lot of photos posted on the Instagram.
It'll be
It's
good.
got to be.
Yep.
Can't be more than 10, but it'll be there.
Next thing, we went to Top Golf with the squad.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
Mm-hmm.
We did that. Actually, we only did that once freshman year.
Yeah.
And we did that a couple more times this year. But
Yep.
yeah, we did.
Hit some dingers.
Top Golf. I'm very bad, by the way. Eaglebrook is actually going to Top Golf,
Man, you guys are doing
and I
all
get to
sorts
go.
of stuff.
It's like an all staff thing. Like everybody at Eaglebrook's going.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have like a whole floor then?
Yeah, or something like that. I'm so worried I'm going to get fired because I'm so bad at Top Golf.
Yeah, I'm sure you get fired for that.
So if I lose my internship, that's why.
Wait, Josh, have you been to Top Golf?
I still haven't been.
Oh, we're doing it this summer.
I think we
When
said
you-
that last summer.
Yeah, we probably did.
Okay.
So we'll make it happen when you're back.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. We got to do that. Breaking Micah's finger. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think it ever happened.
That was not freshman year of college.
Yes, it
That
was.
Oh, was it?
It was
It
the
was summer.
It was the
after.
week of finals, actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
technically,
Barely.
and Yeah, so Joey broke my finger. We've told this.
Yeah,
told
we
this
got
before.
to move on.
You know,
But-
I also broke something this year. It was in the stud. Remember?
Oh my word. This is crazy.
Yeah, Kelsey was clutch.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. But
Oh yeah.
This is the night we
Dude,
met Kelsey.
This is so crazy. Yeah, because we met Kelsey. I didn't know her very well, but we talked about Eagle Brook and she told me like so much stuff and we talked for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was such a vibe.
It was me, you, and Kelsey on one side of the room talking about Eagle Brook, while I was also throwing the football to Mitch.
yeah, I
on the
think I
other
was
side of the
also
room.
throwing the football with Ethan,
Yeah.
Jackson's friend at the time
Oh,
for a
yeah,
while. But then like I switched to Mike, and then I threw a bullet, and Micah just didn't catch it. So
Okay,
It was a terrible
I was
throw.
not
it was-
going to catch
no,
that.
It was all Mitch's
I'll
fault.
admit it was a really bad throw, and I totally did not expect you to catch that. But I didn't think of the like after effect of past Micah's hands, and so I threw like a skyball football really hard, and it went straight into the stud painting that's above the fireplace, and the glass broke.
Yeah, so
Or
for
the
all of
plastic
you,
covering.
for all of you like new students this year at Northwestern or freshmen that are listening to this podcast, you know how like in the stud lobby there's a fireplace and there's just like a mantle above it with nothing. Yeah, that's because of Mitch. Because
I mean, it used to be like some Winter Street portrait.
it's like this really long picture frame.
Yeah.
It was like 4 feet
guys,
long.
you know what we should do? This would be so funny.
Put something up there.
Go to a thrift store and find something similar. Yeah, if you threw it
Yeah.
up there, no one would know. And they would leave it.
I think they would know.
Well, they would know, but like no one who would look at it and be like, we got to take this down.
Yeah.
Like if it,
Yeah.
we'll make it fully appropriate and everything. But like if
And
we,
no one really noticed that it was gone either.
yeah, no one cared.
No one paid attention to it.
So that was a good time. But we have such an influence on campus. First the ketchup packet, then breaking that. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
I mean, we are the main characters of campus. So
we
Influence on campus is breaking the picture.
yes, Josh. Yeah.
So influential.
Yep.
Also, I think Mitch has a problem with like throwing things and not seeing the consequences past like the immediate. This
seagulls.
seems to be a reoccurring problem.
the seagulls.
That's so true. Thank you, Josh.
It's
for
it's my life progression.
Yep. Thank you, Josh, for pointing that out.
No problem.
Anyway, I just have a few images that I just have to go over real quick that I found funny for freshman year. Somebody put on a bulletin board a piece of paper that said STC credits, which are what we need to get chapel. When we go to chapel, we get credits. You need 20 credits a semester or whatever. It says STC credits are modern day indulgences. Take that how you will. Another thing is a missing paper. So there's a picture of
Missing
this,
poster. Like, yeah.
missing, yeah. And there's a picture of this kid. Name Austin Lemmers. Wait, is this
No, it's not.
Lamar's?
Lamar.
This is from Dort.
This is from, yeah, this is not from us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, because
So this is funny because yeah, I added it to the thing.
Okay.
So Austin Lammers, I didn't know him at all last year. And this post, actually, Joey, read the poster first. Then I'll
Okay,
explain.
okay, this is so good. So never mind. This is from Dort. Name Austin Lamar's. Last seen under his girlfriend's thumb. Other info may still be wearing the leash his girlfriend gave him. Primary suspect girlfriend. Reward a crisp high five. His mates are very worried and would like him back. And then there's a little thing that says student services approves, which I'm sure they did not approve that. But
There's no way that was student services approved.
anyways, Josh, take the story away, my friend.
It's not really much of a story. It's just funny because Austin Lammers is a mechanical engineer. I didn't know him at all last year, and then that poster popped up like everywhere around campus. Like you couldn't miss it, which I'm sure was really traumatizing. Maybe he was fine, but I know him more this year, and he's like really nice and chill. So I feel kind of bad.
Is he still under his girlfriend's thumb?
I have no idea. He might have a girlfriend.
You gotta
he might
investigate
not.
that.
You should find out. Let
I
us
feel
know.
like after that, it would be hard to continue.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to explain this meme to everyone. So there's 3 people in this photo. They're all in a pool. There's one little girl that is looking toward the mom. The mom is about to catch the little girl. And then there's a little kid that looks like he's drowning.
you guys probably know what this means.
Yeah, you've probably seen the meme. So the mom is Evan's texting response speed. Can I repeat that? Evan's texting response speed. The little girl that has been caught by the mom is Riley. The kid drowning is everyone else. I think we got mad at Evan because he was responding to Riley, but he would take 3 days to respond to our group text.
Yeah.
So we did that. Last but certainly not least of my list of things that we got to talk about, which take us about an hour. Mike, do you want to recreate this? We can read this text message. Okay.
So, let's set the scene here. So
Okay.
I'm in the basement of the Mel editing something, and I received this text from Joey.
Okay. Your car has a boot on it.
Are you sure it's mine? Because there's another red car that looks similar to mine.
Your license plate is, I probably shouldn't read it, but I give him the license plate, right? It's that one.
And I was like, yeah, it's my license plate. So I said, bro, what? With the laughing, crying emoji.
Then I proceeded to send Mike a picture of it.
Okay. First of all, you waited a little bit to send this picture.
I waited a while. And then I sent him a picture of his car with one of my rubber boots on top of the car.
And I responded, you suck.
If you don't get that, sometimes public safety will put a boot on cars and they call it getting booted. So that's why I said that. And I freaked Mike out.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for my list. Well, me and Mike's list. Mitch, was there stuff in there that I did not cover from your list?
I had Iron Man with the boys. So I'm referring to the picture where we're all our legs are stacked on top of each other.
Another curse picture. Yeah. I'll post that one.
Wait, I'm part of this, right?
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, yeah. We were just watching.
Because it was the time when I was hanging out in your dorm at Northwestern.
I think that was the first time you were there.
Yeah, and
Might have
then
been.
to keep up with Josh, we had like FaceTime calls
Oh, yeah.
every once in a while. So
Before the podcast.
Yeah. I don't know how you didn't do this, or how it wasn't on your list, but I have Mandy surprising you
Oh, yeah.
when she just like showed up in our room, and then we were like had this whole elaborate plan to set up.
That's so bad because you know why? I don't have any photos or videos of it in my library. That's what I went through.
Yeah.
I have a video of it.
Yes.
I almost wrote that down, but I was like, Joey will probably have it, so I didn't write it
I
down.
do know that's so
Yeah.
bad. Anyways, that was a big deal. Mandy came back to visit me because she was studying abroad. So I was super surprised. Mike and Mitch were both in on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like she had even like texted my bosses, Austin and Connor. So like it was very well
It was a
thought
whole ordeal.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Fun fact, we were breaking visitor hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was like too early in the day.
It was like 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And sorry to all the RAs out there. It's okay.
Yeah.
I forgive you. I say to
Yeah.
myself. An RA. All right, what's next, Mitch?
I have a quote here from one of your Snapchat videos. And this is referring to one of my psychology classes. And it says, Mitch clutching out a 1-page paper before it's due in 5 minutes.
Dude,
Oh my
this
word.
is so crazy. Mitch would play Fortnite until 11:55 and he had a 1-page paper due and the man cranked it out in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was just like a reflection of the content of the week. And I was just like, oh shoot, it's like 11:55. I got a 1-page paper due. All right, time to go. Boom. And then I do it in like 3 minutes.
Got it. It was
yeah.
incredible.
And then I
You're
would-
wild.
And I would
Yeah.
get those like A's. So
I don't know
yeah.
if Chat GDP types as fast as Mitch did that day.
It probably was not as
Mitch,
fast.
what are your words per minute?
I think my highest has been 120.
Yeah, Mitch types really, really fast.
Also, speaking of Snapchat videos, this made me think of it. Maybe you have this written down, but when we had the water bottle flip,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have one, and I said Micah and I landing back-to-back cat flips on Micah's water bottle, and then I cat flipped a bottle on Micah's water bottle on a back roller.
yeah. So
Same day.
me and Mitch decided one night, I was like starting to do bottle flips onto my hydro flasks. And
Thanks for
No, that wasn't a glitch.
I was trying to cap it, and then me and Mitch decided, for some reason, I was struggling to cap it. So me and Mitch decided to just take it even further and try to do 2 caps in a row.
Yeah.
So we were taking turns doing cat flips on it, and then took us over an hour.
Yeah.
And we finally got it, and the video was pretty hype.
Yeah.
We were going crazy. So
That was good.
yeah,
Oh, also very important of this year. I have Evan and I seeing how many football throws in a row we can get.
This was iconic in our room.
Yes. So, a part of Evan being our fourth roommate, he would come over once in a while and, just to like pass the time or like talk about sports or whatever. Evan and I would just throw that same sky football that broke the stud painting back and forth, and we would try to see how many times we could throw it and catch it in a row without dropping it. And our initial ambitious goal was 1 million in the year.
Just a little ambitious.
Yeah, and then we
But
did
you
like
might have been able to do it.
yeah, maybe like okay, maybe that's a little ambitious. Maybe like 100,000, and then we kept on dropping at like 500 or something. I think the highest we got was 1,300 or something in a row, which is pretty impressive. But yes, it is sure a mental task of being consistent for hours on end.
And having to count.
But yeah.
You guys got to the point where you stopped counting and you would do an average. Like you figured out how many you could do in a minute, and then you would
Evan
time
had
yourself.
the idea of just having a timer going on his phone,
Yep.
and like we would just say, okay, how many can we do in a minute? And then we just take that average and then just do a timer and then multiply those two variables together.
Yeah.
And whenever we
Super.
said, we both had to say stop because then it wouldn't matter if we dropped it. That's when we would stop the timer and calculate how many throws and catches we had. So
You guys also did that when I was hanging out in the dorm once. And it was just so funny to watch because they're just chilling and talking, mostly about sports.
Yeah, it was a lot of
And
football.
just throwing this ball back and forth. And wait, what did you guys do to start it every time?
Starty?
we would say starty.
Yeah, in this like really distinct voice.
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
Kind of like how we say 40. So yeah.
Yep, exactly like that.
I had the boot prank on Micah in there. I had stud baseball,
Oh,
This
that was
was like
at
end of the year.
Yeah.
and it was me, Ren, and Dunker
And Ava.
and Ava. No, Ava was the last out for our team.
Okay.
It was 3-on-3 or something, and then we crushed. And we had a hype celebration.
That was Ren like picked you up.
Yeah, and we just started like jumping around in a circle, the three of us, and just started rotating. But yeah, that's about it for my list.
Wow.
Wow, that was a lot of stuff.
Josh, is there anything?
That was kind of quick fire.
Yeah,
Do you have anything in your freshman year you want to talk about, Josh? Anything else? Significant moments?
Let me check the Google Photos quick. See if there's anything. It's a little hard because I was obviously just on my own, so it will just be me talking about stuff, and it's funner to hear about what you guys did. But
Funner is not a word.
it is a word.
Funner is not a word.
I'm so good.
I'm
at
pretty sure it was
English,
recently
guys.
made a
Funner is
word.
Wait, Mitch, are you serious?
Yeah, it was either like it was something. It was like one of those. It was like either funner or funnest or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, fun comparative adjective funner.
Not a word.
What is that? Urban Dictionary?
No, it's from Oxford Languages.
Yeah, no. Did they must have just, can you look up when they decided that was a word? Because everyone.
If you want to consider fun as an adjective, a word then funner is indeed a word.
Fun is an adjective. Yeah, fun is an adjective. So it could be a noun though too.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder when they changed that because all my middle school and
This is from
elementary
2019. So
Oh,
it was like
new.
recent. Yeah, it was
Wow.
like new.
That should have been headlines, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of big news.
I remember some days in high school just talking about that. I don't know why. Just
The word funner.
yeah, just like it's now an actual word. Because like you know how
Oh,
everyone
you remember when it came out?
yeah. Like it was
Why
around,
did
it
I
was
know
around
about-
then. It was just like everyone's like, yeah, funner's now a word. Because you know, everyone would make fun of you
Yeah.
for saying, huh, you said funner. That's not actually a word, but it actually is now.
Oh, okay. I wish I would have got that update.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few things to highlight.
Let's go.
Just a couple. I'm going in reverse order because that's the way I'm scrolling through pictures. We mentioned this, but I also went to the Ben Rector concert, except I went with Council Bluffs. Went to Council Bluffs, the concert in Council Bluffs. And I went with friends from Dort, and it was a very good concert. It was also Jake Scott played there,
Yes.
and Stephen Day, my bad, and Jordy Searcy did a set, and then they also played with Ben Rector. So it's kind of just the dream team, like 4 of my favorite artists all in one concert. I still can't believe that really happened, but it did. It was a really good concert. And we also just spent some time hanging out in Council Bluffs, ate some good pizza, walked across the bridge with the troll. If you've been there, you probably know what I mean. Yeah, it was a good time. Going back in time. Oh, when you guys came to Dort, the first thing you did was you saw my small ensembles concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the beach.
In the beach, which I played a duet with my teacher in. That was
hype.
One of the music.
Dude.
That was one of the musical highlights.
That was so
'Cause it was-
sick.
That blew me away.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a really fun piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Josh, you know who your biggest fan is of your marimba playing?
Ooh.
Kylie's grandma. I've told you this before.
Oh yeah.
What?
And I sent her the video of that piece.
What?
Of that duet because she would see him play at like the Avail concerts.
Yeah.
And she just like loved whenever Josh would play marimba. Like I remember times when she would talk about it for like 2 minutes about like how good he was at marimba. So I sent her the video of Josh doing the duet with his professor, and she thought it was amazing. And I also Josh sent me a playlist of all the your marimba pieces, and I sent it to her, and she loved it.
I made a YouTube playlist of all my unlisted like marimba videos just for Kylie's grandma.
Just for Super K. Shout out.
I'm so glad that's some information that just came out because I don't know how if we didn't do the podcast, I would never know that. That's just such a funny random little thing.
I know.
And I'm so here
It's
for
been a thing since legitimately 7th grade because that year I was in middle school and I had learned like a marimba etude and I did it at the end of one of the like concerts that was middle and high school.
Yeah.
And she like came up to me after the concert and talked to me about it. And yeah, I played in some other, like did solos in some other Avail concerts too.
Yeah. Because that 7th
grade. I
grade.
thought it was cool that she liked it so much.
7th grade, that would have been Jalen's freshman year. So the first, like probably one of the first concerts she went to at Avail. So she's been a fan since day one.
Dang.
So
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Speaking of musical highlights, I went on tour freshman year during spring break. We did a Pacific Northwest. No, it wasn't Pacific Northwest. It was Southwest. That's like Washington. We went to Arizona, California, Colorado, New Mexico, not in that order, but kind of down in that area as a wind symphony to tour. And that was, when I think back on it, kind of an unreal experience. It was a ton of driving, a ton of work, but so much fun. Probably my favorite music we've played in Wind Symphony yet was that tour cycle. So it was really fun because every night I was just playing music I really enjoyed and also seeing really cool places and things. We spent a free day at Yosemite. I kind of love hiking and national parks, so that was really fun too. And then the last thing I was going to talk about, I mentioned my first intramural team, which was a not so success. Not so success, that makes sense. It was not a successful team. But after that, I knew some more people, and I made my own indoor intramural soccer team for the second semester, and we were still not very good. Our name was Please Forfeit because
I remember that.
We were just begging the other teams to forfeit. Anyways, we were called Please Forfeit. There were only 4 teams, and the 3 other ones were really good, and we didn't win any games, but we got close in a few. We were a lot more successful this indoor season, but it was still really fun to be able to play intramurals with friends and play a sport I like a lot. I did get injured for like the last 2 games, so I became the manager. So there's a few team pictures where I'm just like chilling in a sweatshirt in the front, acting like a coach. So that wasn't as fun, but it was still a good season.
Wouldn't be Josh playing sports without him getting injured.
Correct. Yeah, I need to always get injured for like at least half the season.
Yeah, that's just the way the world works. But
Yep.
yeah. Wow. Well, it was a good freshman year. Sophomore year was another crazy year. We'll talk about that next time, I think. So, yeah, thanks for coming along with us, guys.
Yup. Hope you enjoyed listening to many memories. Keep an eye out on Instagram. We'll probably post some of the pictures we talked about. And they may or may not be funny to you, but they're funny to us.
Yeah, and that's all that
what
matters. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed it and hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
See you in the next realm.
Oh, peace out, gangs.